Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Take two. Started to make this a while ago and remembered I hadn't done my Wednesday night video in studying the Word. So I had to jump off right quick, take care of that. Oh, let's see. Last time I talked to y'all, that would have been Sunday night. Hear my heater? Would have been Sunday night. I was sitting up there at Deer Lodge. Got that kicked off Monday, relatively early. Ran down and picked up a load that I took to Fort Smith. Then I headed to the yard. From there it went south. I normally go home every weekend, as you know. And I didn't this weekend, and I was aggravated. I ain't gonna lie. I'd planned on getting my truck serviced and windshield replaced and all that Saturday, do something productive with the downtime, being I was at the yard. That didn't happen. So I just got agitated and I left. Drove half of it Saturday, maybe a touch over. Then finished it up Sunday and got on in there. By the time I picked up my load and delivered it, my 70 hours was pretty much shot. I got back to the yard, I had less than 4 hours on my 70. They had this crazy run that wasn't going to happen, but they thought it would. Had me run back to Deer Lodge, deliver the next morning, Tuesday morning, or Wednesday morning, then run into Nashville and pick one up to deliver over in Oklahoma Thursday by noon. Just getting to Deer Lodge and over to Nashville was going to be 800 plus miles, and they want me to do that on E-logs in a 70-mile-an-hour truck. Now mind you, I wouldn't really have to go through Fort Smith, but I did have to go through Springdale, Arkansas, coming off 412, and through the construction. Still had to get around Little Rock, Memphis, Nashville, and they thought I could do this 700 miles in 10.5 hours in a 70-mile-an-hour truck, which, mind you, it was raining last night too. So I got back to the office and did my paperwork, dropped my empty trailer, and went in there and called the dispatcher out. Well, first I hollered at the safety guy, the log guy. Told him I needed him to print out my recap. I don't worry about a recap. I go home every weekend. I don't burn up my 70 hours. So it showed that I had basically 4 hours left yesterday, and I was only going to get 4 hours back today according to his math, which was wrong. I got a whole lot more than that back, but I showed dispatch and said, this ain't gonna work. I ain't got no hours. Oh man, did shit start going south. Well, I thought you got a recap. I said, no, I didn't get no well, why didn't you get a recap? I said, because I got mad Saturday and left. I never even thought about a recap. So he was going to have to talk to the GM, which she wound up coming outside and talking to me. I wasn't hanging around in there. Want to talk to me? Come on. So me and her had a chat. I told her the same thing I just told y'all. Said I never even thought about a recap. She says, I know, you go home every weekend. I said, exactly. So I don't think about a recap. I said, and then this stuff happened here. I said, they didn't service my truck, didn't change my windshield. I said, so I didn't have no productive weekend at all, so I just said, to hell with it, I might as well drive. So I drove. Which got some of the boys in the shop in trouble. Sorry, guys. I don't lie well, and the truth is the truth. So I imagine a couple of them are going to be mad at me. Oh, well. So I hung out at the yard last night. Waited until this morning to take off. Got my hours back. I woke up to like 15 hours where I thought I was going to have 8. So I ran on across, raining today. All this morning was foggy as all get out and rain. But I made it over here. Where am I at? I'm in Baxter, Tennessee. So I'm 58 miles away. That's a little over an hour with the roads I got to drive. They only receive between 8 and 10. And they're on Eastern up there. We're on Central here. So it is what it is. It's jacking me up on when I get home. But general manager, she told me, well, this really put us in a bind. And I said, well, look what it's doing to my paycheck. They always worried about their bind and their situation, but they don't look at ours. They forget that there's 2 sides to every coin. For one thing, you need to slow down your damn computer. I mean, this all looked great. Thought I'd do 688 miles in 10.5 hours. And like I said, that's coming through Little Rock, Memphis, and Nashville, and all the speed zones and all this, and they think I'm going to average 70 miles an hour, more or less. No. In a 70 mile an hour truck? No. If you're driving a 70 mile an hour truck, you're going to do good to average 62 or so. Maybe 65 if you're not going through Little Rock, Nashville, Memphis. If you're out there on the highway, you might get up 65, maybe a little more if you let it roll off the hills. But anyhow, so I deliver tomorrow. Then I go over to Crashville and pick up something that I take to Oklahoma for noonish Friday. We'll see how that all works out. So then I should go to the yard. That's about 50 miles from the yard, and they should have something getting me home. If they don't, Mama's not going to be a happy girl. So if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. We'll just see how it all works out. Yeah, I should have controlled my temper a little bit. Got that 34 in there and blah, blah, blah. But hey, they should have got me home. They have conveniently forgot, which I know this conversation will come up again with them later. I'm going to make it a point to after all the holidays, after the first of the year. Bottom line is when I was in El Paso, they should have loaded me out that Thursday in El Paso, going back to Houston. Instead, they loaded me going up north. That's where the problem started. So, and then even though they did do that, they still didn't have a real run for me up there. Really? I have a problem with that. I didn't bring it all up yesterday. I didn't let it turn into a free-for-all. But I ain't forgot, and it will be brought up. It's convenient how they have selective memories. But that's my story. And I'll get off here, go inside, give me a bite to eat. Yay, McDonald's. Looks like it's quit raining for a few minutes. Well, maybe I'll ease in and out, not get totally wet. Y'all remember, God loves you and so do I. Have a blessed evening now. Bye.